16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Dun, dun, dun.
Welcome back to Squad 20. It's episode 5. Our heroes have recently finished dealing with an assault upon them by the Order of Ivy, which they discovered, but also undone a plot to destroy the Brine Braid family clan ship if they did not listen to them. Thanks to the heroic efforts of Camille, who nearly killed himself in the attempt to do so.
Yes, but not thank you to the efforts of or thank you to the efforts of everyone else who participated in making sure that happened.
So you have gotten a good night's sleep and a good long rest to refresh and reset everything on your character sheets.
And we're in the Monday.
That's right. Managed to make a bunch of gemstones and a customized flintlock pistol, which now that you've had some time to look at it, it is not only a flintlock pistol, but it indeed has chambers that rotate, allowing it to fire multiple shots without needing to be reloaded between.
And it's
gold! So you actually fire 4 shots with it before you need to reload it. So you don't have to keep using your bow.
brilliant, I say. Brilliant.
Are we going to discuss the talking skull?
Yeah, with that, we were talking.
Yes. So we'll say in the morning after Angharad has returned, and you've all gathered up as the ship is beginning to make its way towards the shore of Wolvesget, and you can hear shouts and various other sounds, and you can see smoke fires in the distance. You've gathered up to prepare for disembarking. You've been on this ship for many days, but today is the day you're going to have to leave it.
Anyone else have any shocking or awe-inspiring abilities they would like to disclose?
Is this breakfast?
Yes.
Let me explain over breakfast.
How many of us have you had today?
Don't worry.
Yes.
Yes, is the answer. So yeah, speaking of yes.
I go on many adventures. In one adventure, there was a village of witches. I needed answers. I was by myself. One, not 5, 1. Only me. And I enter. They would not speak.
Did you ask them any questions?
I said hello. And they, I had no choice. And I had to chop them up. And then I found a skull that could explain everything. I could not chop up the witches, but I'm sure in another life they deserve it. And so now my skull travels with me. Much knowledge.
As far as I'm concerned, they did deserve it.
See?
That being said, it did forever damn me to be in this existence, so... Say, Levy.
Any magic friend knows much answer.
Well, I mostly dabble in the arts of hexing and curses. That's mainly why the hags kept me around.
What's your name again?
Hector, at your service.
Skullface.
Bonehead. Once great and powerful mage of Felagret, now just reduced to a skull.
Well, you're lovely.
Why, thank you. I definitely have seen better days, and he smiles with several teeth missing.
Ooh. Well, Dr. Hex, it's lovely to have you join our lovely clan.
Well, I've been here the whole time. I mostly just hang around in Stormy's bag. It's a little musty in there. You really should bring me out more often, you know?
Oh, he's okay.
Stormy?
Yes.
I hate to ask, but not enough to not ask. So when you change into a bear, where does Hector stay? Where do you...
Are you sure you want to know the answer to that?
Hector is bone. Made of bone. Hector becomes my boner. Hector becomes solid. Hector he is with me. He is inside of me.
That's very philosophical.
I should have asked that question after breakfast.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. To boners.
Boners.
To boner, it's inside of you.
Yes.
Interesting. Oh, so I was wondering, Hector,
Yes.
could I do an arcana check on your magic?
You absolutely could.
Oh, great.
Just be gentle.
I got a 6.
It's a talking skull.
All right.
Then perhaps I could do an arcana.
You surely could.
Oh.
It's a magic talking skull.
Cheers.
It's quite simple. I was once a great mage of Fathergrad, but for all my power, I was unable to restore my daughter from the horrible disease that racked her form. So I sought out a solution from the only thing I could think of. You see, in the nearby forest, there lived a hag who promised that she could cure any ailment. And when I came to her, she said, yes, I can cure your daughter for you. And all I'll need is for your knowledge. My knowledge was to be her payment, and I thought, well, I am a rather knowledgeable man. I think I could part with a few pieces of information of my head. What I didn't understand was she meant all my knowledge forever would be her payment. And you see, that's how I ended up in this form. But to my own dismay, she did indeed follow her word and cure my daughter of the disease. And then 2 days later, the Eltharians conquered the land and slaughtered my village.
Oh, dear.
So
Camille just like puts the hammer behind his back. Interesting.
So here I now remain forevermore. The head who knows things.
Is there a way to reverse this?
There was. The hag who can do it is now dead. So here I lay, a skull who knows things.
I mean, sometimes you should ask a few more questions.
Did I kill her?
Oh yes, she was in pieces.
I did not kill her.
How can we help you?
Well, perhaps if you'd let Stormy take me out a few times and give me a good polishing every now and again.
I'll polish my foot.
I knew the moment he said the word. I was like, I look over at him and I can see, and they're just like, here we go.
Back to the old bone.
Add to the bone.
Well, welcome aboard. We're happy to have you for the
Thank you. I've been here the whole time.
That's right. That's right.
Constant.
Not too smart, are they?
Right. Well, they do say everything is relative.
Well, good morning, everyone. How almost to,
By all that's holy, I miss ale.
Oh. Sorry.
Me too.
There's so many things I want to say, but they would go right back to the whole analogy. So we'll leave it unsaid. Alcohol isn't really good for skulls.
Yeah, that's true.
Worm looks out to see how far we are from and where we might be landing.
Looking out the window, you see a wintry wonderland of sorts. Mountains, snow-capped peaks soar high into the sky, and surrounding them fjords that carve through the ground with the water continues its way inland. A large river extends down, bisecting the land into two separate peninsulas that continue on ad nauseum as far as the eye can see. You see strongholds of wood and stone built into the rock that aligned on either side of the river, and then also you can see fires of similar civilizations further on out into the mountains and the rocks beyond that. Trees, evergreens, grow haphazardly around where there isn't rock, and you can see that there are several people in big heavy furs and large bearded axes and big long well-maintained gorgeous beards, orcs, humans, a few dwarves, and other forms of different species, all up and down as they begin to prep themselves for the ship to come into the river. Now, you are supposed to be continuing down the Torador River. The clan ship is far too large for this journey, so you're supposed to be downsizing to a more river-worthy vessel, which you can acquire here in the village. You also know, as the Aetherguard told you, Filigree especially, is that Wolvesget, which is the name of the nation here, has just recently overtaken themselves from the conquering Ilfarians, those of the Weavebreakers of less than virtuous intent. And they don't have a strong opinion of the green-wielding soldiers.
Great idea.
Right?
The large clan ship is beginning to settle along the edge of the dock, and you can hear some of the dwarves from upstairs say, "Oi there! We're just about to dock. You might want to come up on deck. There's some angry-looking soldiers waiting for you."
Already.
Great.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Ready. Right.
Good luck.
Heading on up, all of you then get to see the same vistas that Worm looked out of the port side. Very quaint buildings, stone, peat, wood, and lots of different longer constructions with slanted roofs and cooking fire chimneys that all extend outwards. Every soldier is dressed very similarly to Stormy here. Lots of furs, although there are still those in full-on chain and other types of steel, so they're clearly not of the same type of culture, but very similar.
Do they also have book bindings and keys on them too?
No.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
Jeez.
They are waiting at the dock. And as you come up, you hear the discussion between one of these bearded, axed-furred soldiers and one of the dwarves. "Ship inspection. We can't let you do anything else until we've boarded and searched every inch of your ship. We have to ensure that the shores of Wolvesget remain safe from any who might seek its downfall. We'll need everyone to hand over everything they have for investigation. I will be conducting a thorough search." And you hear the dwarves arguing about this nonsense.
While that's happening, I'm going to go to a section of the boat where they haven't boarded yet, my hammer, and then just telekinetically lower it into the water.
Oh?
I just hold it and keep it under the water, but enough that I can sort of I know where it is so I don't lose sight of it, and just keep it under the water, and I'm just going to hold that principle and keep it there.
Okay.
Right then. Everyone off the ship. This'll only take it's a big boat. It might take a while.
Conrad stretches her wings out a bit.
Everyone, put some of your weapons, those things, in my astral wings. We'll hide them till we get off the boat.
You might want to put your gun there.
Yeah.
Yes?
Please try to stay out of trouble. As long as they're in here, we can't use them.
Here, take this.
Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Storm, all that in your carry-on. Camille. Moisturize? Wow, okay.
My lips get dry because of my tusks.
Oh, yeah.
They get chapped quickly.
Phinia? Oh, I don't have any weapons, but I could put some flowers in here.
I think we're all right there.
All right.
All right. You are asked by one of the large 7-foot-tall bearded soldiers to disembark.
Right this way. Stay where we can see you. Feel free to wander the docks as long as you don't go out of sight.
Yes, sir.
And as you come down, they do like frisk and search
Oh,
every
excuse me.
every little part of you, just to kind of make sure. With Storm, they're a little more like, listen, show me where your axes are, and we'll call it even. That's nice fur. Does that displace her beast? What is that?
Oh, yes. Are you very familiar?
Well, we mostly fight trolls here.
Ah, I see. Maybe, is there a nice pub we can go to, with my friends?
There is the festival. Yeah, there's some nice meat, some good fish. But, you're not supposed to go there until we've made sure you're safe.
Safe?
There's been a lot of infiltrators entering into this place, and we have to make sure we do our due diligence to keep them out.
I'm sure you'll find them.
Oh, we do.
We're just passing by.
Always do.
I know, friend. We're just passing by, just traveling along.
I understand. He does like a full pat down. He does it respectfully. It's like, he checks all the main places you would hide an axe or a knife. He's like, oh, impressive, very nice. He's admiring the workmanship of your furs, and he's kind of showing some of his. He's like, hey, I like that scar. You see this one? Yeah, I got that from a giant dire wolf. Hit me right in the shoulder. Take him apart. Would have been a gunner. Wrap my arms around his neck and broke it. Aye. We eat well that evening. I got some new boots.
There you go. Sometimes you get a little cedar, you spread it on the meat and then on the stone. That's steak, yes. Yes.
Nice axe, too. Is that, what kind of bone is that?
I'll say, yeah. I once fought a giant owl bear.
Oh, nice.
Yes, he got in my face and I took his throat and ripped his spine out. And there it is, right here.
Very impressive.
Yes. You should try it one time. Right in the throat.
I'll give that a try next time.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the rest of you are getting just slapped around, and they're like, just tossing you around, like picking the goblin up, hanging him upside down, and shaking.
Come on now, stop it.
Not there.
What's up just a little bit? Love the scar. I'm a little gassy after all the really good food. I'm just going to float up here for a second.
After being thoroughly searched, you are allowed to make your way further on into the village itself, as long as you, again, do not leave. You won't be able to leave or go too far from the docks, but you can at least kind of move around a little bit. And as you make your way further down, they do also ask you questions. Where are you going? Why are you here? What are your answers?
Well, I have to get this back. I can't go too far from it. So when they're done inspecting, I'll go to a section of the dock where I can just kind of to my hand and then just carry it gingerly.
So tell me, Mr. Storm, if yes, what brings you to Wolvesget?
We are here to where I am. My friends have aided me. I have been drinking heavily. You know, and I've been giving them a tour of my adventures, my history, of my furs, and my trophies.
Yes, and Anharadi is the documentarian of the adventure.
I am, and I'm so excited to go shopping. I think I would look so good in fur, and he's been telling me all the different kinds of fur. Haven't you, Storm?
Yes.
Anayako can come to slay the grand beasts of Wolvesget, is it?
Absolutely.
I knew it was only a matter of time before you people started realizing the potential of this place. Welcome to Wolvesget. Well, thank you. If you get a chance, you should talk to the Lord. He's also a Zayanku. He's of the Vandership.
Okay. The Lord. Where can we find this Lord?
The Jarl sits in the Longhouse. He is currently presiding over an execution.
Oh.
We shall go there now.
Excellent. Excellent. See you.
Can we leave the dock now?
Well, you may. As long as you do not leave the village. You may re-embark on your ship or whatever it is you intend to do once we have ensured that there's nothing about the ship that's suspicious.
You said execution.
Indeed. We captured infiltrators very recently, and it is time for their execution. Iltherian scum, and he spits on the ground.
Yes, agreed.
Can I roll for investigation of the ship? since you said it might be suspicious.
Well, it's the ship you were just on.
Oh,
They're searching the dwarven ship.
I see. Never mind.
Can we roll to go shopping?
Listen is episode 5.
Running your coat.
But you did,
It's a little chilly.
you do make your way. It is cold.
Right.
Now, you would have had some cold weather stuff prepared for you, so you can don your cloaks and other fur.
What again was this man's name that you suggested we see?
Oh, the Jarl.
Yes.
Jarl Vandershell.
Jarl Bendershell.
Vandershell.
Jarl Bendershell. Thank you.
Can we
There are many Jarl Vandershells. This particular one is Jarl Frostax. Frostax.
Can we all hop on your wings, the ones that fit, and fly to Jarl Vandersax?
Everyone fits.
All right.
Yes.
Well, as you make your way further down to the village, you do begin to hear a crowd chanting and like the sounds of cheers and shouts, and you hear a grand voice expositing. And you look over to see what's kind of set up like a little bit of a town square where there's a cage and large looming figure with 2 massive wolves and several axe-wielding figures all chanting and raising their weapons high as you hear shouts.
Let's go see. This might be the execution.
Yes.
Making your way further, you hear a deep voice bellow.
And that is why we shall sentence these Iltharian scum to their deaths.
And there's a big cheer, upon which, as you get closer, you see in a cage in the center of this area, you can see 5 individuals who have been stripped of most of their belongings, but still wearing armor. Sitting in this cage. They are very similar garb to Camille, although they do not bear sashes. And one of them shouts, "We've told you, we're not Iltharians, we're of the Aether Guard."
I hear none of your divisions. Iltharian is an Iltharian, and you will die like dogs.
The Aether God who we work for. If we can't reveal who we are, we must find a way to save them without revealing who we are, especially me. If they find out what I possess, I'll be the one in the cage.
Standing atop a large balcony overlooking this area is a stone-skinned individual. White eyes and very nice furs with a lavish silk cloak that extends back. Lots of whites adorning their outfit, which you notice is unique. Many of the people here are wearing blues and reds and greens, but he is the only one in white. And as he extends his hand and bellows down, he spits over the side at these prisoners that he has. He says,
You have been deemed worthy of death by honorable combat.
and he gestures, and you see this massive hulking being, at least 10 feet tall and 6 feet wide, mostly muscle, with a little scraps of armor and a massive long flail kind of trail its way out with a big shield. Two of the wolves hunch back as they growl, and 2 other men make their way forward.
We will execute them, my lord. Excellent. Prepare them some weapons. This will be a good show.
How should we go about this?
It's tough. Sometimes they must die. We must not reveal who we are. For if they find out that you are working with the Aether God, they may attempt to execute you.
Camille, I think everyone should take your weapons back.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, well, I know you said we shouldn't reveal, but sometimes I have a hard time not telling the truth.
Finia,
She does.
we have to keep this down. However, we can't just let them kill them. They might have valuable information.
What is more important, your life or theirs?
You see that one of the soldiers is carrying out several pretty not well-made swords, and I've kind of just thrown them at the feet of the prisoners, and then kind of starts running off with them.
There's not much left for me. If we can save them, I would gladly trade places.
Pick up your weapons, Iltharian scum. We are Aether Guard. I care not for your lies. What do? We don't have time.
Can I investigate the cage?
Mm-hmm.
I need to find out how to open this thing up.
Absolutely. Give me a general investigation of the whole scene, I guess.
18.
Okay. You can see that the cage is actually kind of like was designed to be portable. They have been carried here and placed in the center, likely on like a wagon or something like that. And it appears as though it is not really that well locked. It's just more sort of like meant to keep them closed. But it seems like what they're intending to do is release them from the cage, give them weapons, and have them fight against an ogre, 2 direwolves, and some soldiers.
Oh, good God.
And put on a show for a gathering crowd that continues to kind of be like trying to squeeze their way to the front to see this.
It's a bloodfest massacre for all to enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
I will kill for suspend right now.
The weave breakers in the cage kind of look at these like shoddy steel weaponry, kind of like look at one another, and the stone skin man says, "Draw your weapons."
What is the charge?
There's a hush. Newcomers, welcome to the execution of these Iltharian filth. They are Iltharians. They were caught trying to sneak into our border, spies of the Empire that we have so recently shot off the yoke of enslavement.
Good, they deserve to be shut off. However, they claim to be something of the South that is a splinter faction of the Iltharian.
What have you knowledge of these Iltharian dogs?
I have come from Locke. Well, I've witnessed them doing good.
Ah, Locke, the city where they entreat with the Iltharians.
Who are you? Identify yourself.
I am Jarl Frostax Vandershell. And I declare that these weave breakers are to be put to death through honorable combat.
Good sir. I come to you as a storm herald barbarian. I Koken. Let us settle this and talk.
Azayan Ku would stand to defend a weave breaker?
No, I do not stand to defend them. There must be a misunderstanding, as my friend here has given us information.
And what information is that?
And Kira goes, "Yes, Storm." What information is that?
He has witnessed them doing good.
I find that improbable. They have been in custody for some time. And he kind of like raises his hand. You see some soldiers begin to surround the backside, kind of driving the way around to close off escape. So then, Iokoken and friends, a motley group it would seem. You have come before the Jarl claiming that these weavebreaker filth are not to be executed.
Yes.
Are you prepared to fight as their champions then?
We were told that you were of kind nature. We just were sent to you by the ship's captain. We thought that you were a man that would maybe listen to these men. They claim to be innocent. They say they are not who you accuse them of
No
being.
weavebreakers are innocent. They've all carried the stain of Rennick steel.
Having actually being a faction agent for Aetherguard, is there a thing that we could say or do for me to determine whether they actually are Aetherguard or infiltrators?
I think you could probably look at them, make an insight check with advantage,
Okay.
and try to gauge kind of their stance and the way they're acting.
I'll just look at them and be like, "You stand for Adira."
Ah, yeah, that can do it. You have advantage and expertise on this.
Okay. Sorry, it's insight and expertise. I already have expertise on insight. So, 21.
They all nod knowingly, and you see one of them kind of
I cannot ask you to do this fight, but they are indeed part of the faction. They are innocent.
We can.
We go to save them then.
We cannot let them.
Tinia, I cannot let you enter a fight with those things.
Well, let me think about it. How about I create a druidcraft spell? Could I do that? And make a harmless nature-based effect, like a gust of wind with rain clouds and leaves, and take out the other bad guys.
Light weather just kind of a leaf
You're too nice.
over his face. He's just like, "Ugh."
There must be something. You're too nice.
Could you talk to the direwolves and
Ooh.
Tell them, what is this? What is this? You will address the Jarl when you speak in his presence.
Oh, great Jarl. I am Anarad. I am a singer of note. My job is to learn great histories of great men and to sing about them. Clearly, this honorable audience needs to be entertained. They want to know of your greatness. And perhaps you think that ending the lives of these men will make you seem great. But you don't need to seem great because you are. Would you tell me some of your greatness and let me sing about it?
This execution is not to prove myself to my people, for they know that I am worthy of their rule. This execution is to show that we will not tolerate those who would murder our own families in cold blood, as my father was done so by those Iltharian dogs.
Has your father a song of sorrow? Did he get a proper song of sorrow?
He was given a foul burial, thrown in a pit, and set alight so that his soul could forever languish in the earth and not join with his ancestors in the Vale.
Well, I am a bard of note, and at least may I sing a song of sorrow for your father, that he may ascend to the ether where I am from.
Better you sing a dirge for your companions. But I will allow this.
Father is so much greater. Allow me the honor, sir. Kind Jarl.
It'll be a great opening act for the execution to come.
May I roll for performance?
You certainly may. What are your goals to achieve with this performance?
That he would be released of his anger, for vengeance, because he feels the spirit of his father ascend.
Just listen.
And just listen and become an ally to me and my friends.
Okay, here's how we'll do this. The performance begins, and you feel this connection to the veil, this tie to the ethereal that you don't normally feel, but it is strong here. There are spirits close. The ancestors of all these people are watching as you sing. And as you reach out and tap into that energy, you feel their presence, and you can almost see these ghostly visages of these northern folk begin to weave in and out of the crowd, many of them glaring at these soldiers in anger.
Honorad senses the voice and the language beyond the veil, and begins to channel their message and song. So much sorrow. Gran som faro, kendra fansiro, gendar jofantek, gennestro fara, gestar vetuar norvisa servinor, Stealth.
They're gonna walk out and just stand between them and the ether grid, and just stare at the Jarl.
Okay.
Stealth to the cage. I want to see about opening that cage and unlocking.
Okay.
8 plus 9, 17.
All
Plus proficiency bonus?
Yes. Well, you have expertise, so it's double your proficiency. All eyes are on Harad, and you pass unnoticed. Even though you're literally in the center of the town square.
It's just that good.
This is the only situation where, as a DM, I will ever allow a thief to just stealth into the town square. You're good. Because every sense that exists in this place is focused entirely. In fact, many of the people have their eyes closed as they are letting the melody wash over them.
Yes, praise what that's what I can do.
You approach the cage. Even the soldiers, the weave breakers inside, are sort of lost, just listlessly listening. And they don't even notice you as you approach the cage.
What does the lock look like?
It is a fairly straightforward cage lock. It doesn't look like it'll be too difficult to pick.
Let's pick.
All right, so that'll be thieves' tools. Now, Finny and Storm, is there anything that you are up to while we're...
I would like to calm the wolves with my, the animal friendship spell.
All right. You begin to befriend these wolves as you kind of get a little bit of their growling enters into your ears, and you understand they are excited. They are very excited to feast on man flesh.
Oh, that
They've
might be a problem.
acquired a bit of a taste for it, and it's allowed sometimes, and it is the most exciting day when they get brought out to the square, because that means they get to taste it.
You know what, wolves? I was wondering if you would like some berries and twigs instead. It's so much more delicious than man flesh.
And the wolves begin to heave, and no one's quite sure why. Both Storm.
I shall slowly start walking closer to Jarl Frostax. My goal would be to, hopefully, as a brother, reason with him.
So presumably you're walking around the square and not directly
around.
through. Yeah, so you're getting over to get under the balcony that he is standing up.
Correct.
Understood. Worm, how are we doing with the thieves' tools?
They're at the ready.
Okay, let's do it.
Sleight of hand.
As his thieves' tools check,
Oh, this is fair.
which you have expertise in.
That's a 6.
So it'd be plus 9.
Plus 9. Yes. 15.
15. It's a simple enough lock that a 15 will take care of it. So there's which at this point, the weave breakers do kind of like, and they notice and they look up at you, and I assume you're continuing, you're still, this is during your performance, and they're like, who are you? Why would you do this?
Come with us. There's no time for talking now. We need to get you out of here.
All right. Are you sure this is wise? If we're seen, they'll just kill us all.
This is the only way. Let's go.
They go over at the ogre, who's just like finger up its nostril, just like, it's so pretty. And they're just like,
Well, they're all NPC characters.
all right. And they begin to file their way out. However, they are still wearing armor, and they're fairly noisy as they begin to make their way through, and they kind of look at their armor.
Shh. Quiet as possible.
We can try. Stealth's not really our thing.
Do your best. Slow. Quiet.
All right, I'm going to roll some dice. Oh, sure. Now I roll well.
Oh,
2 19s and 18, and the other 2 are fails, but the majority succeeded, which means that as a group, they have succeeded on their stealth. Oh. As they begin, and
The fates are with us.
you can see the weave breakers milling out of the town square, following behind Worm, what is the plan? Are you you're continuing everything at this point?
Father, frost.
You are standing beneath.
Great is the
Wait, lightly.
I would like to use my power of persuasion on the wolves, if that's all right.
Certainly not a shot.
All right.
In fact, you could even use animal handling for this.
All right. How do we do that again?
It's just the same, except instead of persuasion, you're using animal handling.
All right. I've got a 16.
Yeah. What are you trying to persuade them? Like to?
I'm trying to persuade them not to eat the man flesh.
You have something tasty instead?
Oh, I do. It's called a mushroom steak, and it tastes just like man flesh with the right seasonings. I foraged it myself.
I want to know how you know that.
It's beyond man flesh.
Oh, you vegans out there.
It's a new land beyond man flesh.
Like trying to quit cannibalism.
How are you? It's just like the thigh.
The wolves will kind of come over and sniff, and as they sniff your hand holding this out, each inhalation and exhalation of their breath is ice cold, and frost crystals begin to form on your hand in their breath.
Oh, well, weasels and raccoons and otters will warm it up.
Very good. What's Camille up to?
So I don't like know that he did that. So when I look back at the Aether Garden, I see that they're gone. He's gonna be like, shit. And he sees Star over there, and he's gonna go. He's like, Storm,
Yes.
we gotta go
When?
now. Like, the first time you see the orc, like his eyes are like, we're gonna GTFO. Oh, yeah. We gotta go, bro.
So I slowly.
Well, the performance. How long? Can you do this dirge?
It's a dirge, and eyes are closed, and people are getting messages from their lost ones.
Mm-hmm.
And all of the ones that were slaughtered are telling them, we are being guided to the great hall beyond. Thank this creature. Close your eyes and know that we are at peace once more.
So here's where it gets tricky.
Of course it does.
Worm, where are you leading these weave breakers?
Beyond the wall. Out of sight.
Okay. Out the village gates.
We're here to get
A boat
a new transportation out.
to go down the Torador River.
Maybe we can get them on a boat.
Back to the dock.
Yeah.
So you want to take them back to
Can
the
I
docks?
lead them back to the dock?
You can lead them back to the docks. And where exactly would Camille and Storm want to retreat to?
Yeah, this is one of those.
And follow-up question, does that mean you're all leaving on Harad on her own?
No, I'll stay.
She's got wings.
I'll go on her wings.
She's using her cantrip to send a message to Phinia. We need to dress these gentlemen in the ways of the Ayakokan. We need them to blend in before we go back to the dogs. Convince Worm to use some of his extra cash and maybe even trade something he doesn't want to buy some fancy dress. I've got a really great ending number. I can buy you some time.
All right, I'll do it.
Oh, do you have these astral wings that we could hide them in?
Not while you're performing in front of the entire...
I've got to do a last verse. Fix it. Go ahead.
So, is the plan to go to a shop that is currently not manned because everyone in the village is at the town square and basically steal a whole bunch of stuff?
I do have a weasel with me that's very good at sneaking things.
Okay. while Worm leads the weave breakers to the docks. And then the two of you are going where?
I'm following the orc.
And the orc is going where?
I'm following Storm.
Great. So,
Can I send Dover to alert them and guide them to where I am at the docks?
you can certainly do that. Here's how this is going to play out.
What have we put ourselves in a cow patio?
This was an airy situation from the start. This was required a bumbling plan that just accidentally worked.
We might have to steal a.
It accidentally something.
It did accidentally something. We are so very off script. Right. Let's start with Worm. You are leading these armored men
Oh dear.
through weaving through alleyways, and this isn't like a city. This is like a Viking village, right? Like you've got lots of big empty space between buildings. There are trees and rocks and things for you to skulk between. This is not going to be a quick job for you, and I do wonder when you get to the docks what your plan is at that point. And if you're just going to kind of wait and hide somewhere. So I guess that's what's going to happen. So we'll go off of your stealth checks that you're now hiding somewhere. Phinia, you are hanging around, or are you going to go get? You're going to go get clothing from a store.
Yes, Woozle and I are getting clothing.
Okay,
We don't need any gold for that.
not if you steal it.
Of course. Weasel score.
We're getting in real trouble here.
I'll need a stealth check from you then.
All right.
Dan is like, Jesus Christ.
Who came up with this plan?
I got a 13.
A 13. Well, all right. So you're looking into a sort of a hide maker's hut, and you find lots of various hides. You and Woozle just start grabbing all the hides up and stuffing them all into your arms until you're like weighed down by this mountain of animal hides, and you can barely
Vegan animal hides.
Sure. Did you
Why do I have this impression we're going to start the next session in the cage?
I have a plan.
You stumble out of the hut, so full of hides you can't see anything in front of you as you stumble around, unsure where Worm is.
Worm, where are you?
Can I send Dover?
Well, Dover's going after Storm.
That's right.
It's an episode of Scooby-Doo. Storm and Kale are just circling around the town square, following each other.
So we are still near the town square.
Oh God, yes.
So 120 feet nearby, cantrip, talking with you. Guys, I need you to come back while I'm singing. I need you to stand next to me, in front of me, as brothers in arms, and really connect with Mr. Frost.
Should we bring the knights back?
No,
Should we have the
my
little drink?
wings are going to spread far enough that they can't quite see that the cage is empty. I'm going to finish my song, and you guys are going to have to come up with some kind of plan to bond with Yar Frosty.
Oh, I know. I'll put a potion in his drink. How about that?
Did you have a drink?
I'm saying a drink.
It's just like layers on layers of like, let's go down. Great.
I'll give him a drink.
Did you have a drink in the hand?
I'll give him a drink.
Oh, you can steal him a drink,
Yes.
and then she can spike it.
Yes.
I think I need to leave these men. Maybe have them strip.
We'll just put them back.
And I can go back. Yeah. Should we put
Let's put them back. With the best.
Oh yes, what I was doing right now. Holding that one coat, like looking around, like
for us to have a good trust. Convince.
Talk to the Orlax. Frost out.
Potion.
We can add a potion to the mix.
You don't fear that these men will be killed?
Yes, but How are we getting out of here? Really hunted down.
I thought you were willing to sacrifice your own life for these men.
Oh, my goodness!
You were reneging on the whole plan.
I've got a spell for that. How about I use a damage spell of a moonbeam, and I put the moonbeam on you. How does that sound?
I mean, you could certainly just start lasering the guy. Yeah.
That's easier than a potion.
Dude, you let's start a war, Justin. You start a war.
All right. Here's what we gotta do.
Just for the record, perhaps 3 maple cookies was too many.
Story the trail circling the town square.
This is why we don't eat until after the street.
It's messaging them like, "Hey guys, I need you to come back. I have kind of a plan, and but I need you to do a plan."
Yes.
And then a little white pseudo dragon comes up and starts miming that you guys need to go that way.
Oh, gosh.
What do you two do?
What do we do?
Oh, my days.
What is the dragon trying to tell us?
It's pointing over in a direction.
Dragon right, her left.
That's right.
Follow the dragon. What about other?
And among all the ancestors was a storm.
You start to notice that your song is starting to be like the guy's kind of like.
And they all knew what
Has wings.
mistakes had been made.
Meanwhile, is this boat cranked up and ready to go?
Did you buy it?
This boat on the dock.
There is a boat. It's not yours, but it'll work.
Is it engine powered or is it?
Oh, this is a long ship. It will require rowing.
We've got 2 strong
5 nights.
friends here.
We have men now.
Onrod is running out of songs, so she just begins singing scales.
We're going.
Okay, you guys leave fire. Right?
And on the way, when we hear worm, we're just gonna like grab her by the back and like from this way, through you, this way. I grabbed the raccoons and
All right.
Is the boat empty?
No. There's a couple of soldiers kind of getting it, like kind of doing various different work on
Are
it
they friendly?
currently.
how much for passage?
We don't
Oh, well,
empty.
that depends. Passage where?
Where are we going?
You're going to the nesting rock at the far end of the Torador River.
To the nesting rock.
Oh, that's a long journey. Yeah, that'll cost you. I'd say, what do you think, Sven?
Well, I would say that kind of journey is going to be at least 10 gold.
No, we'll give it 20. Back up and leave right now.
Well,
What about Onhar? She'll catch us, don't worry.
I'll take out the 20.
well, that's fair. Well, I suppose.
Now.
Now.
Get on in the ship then. There's a lot of you.
I lead the soldiers in.
Okay. That's
Men among men.
at some point that the Benishel just raises his hand.
I think that's quite enough. We're
I hope I gave
very
honor
thankful for your performance.
to all
Hey!
ancestors.
The cage is empty.
Is it?
Please, sir.
Oh, flies away. Oh, wings not working. So cold. And Drake, so much on break. So many things are going wrong.
Annie!
Huh?
Fly!
It was happy to meet you and all of your ancestors. Peace be with you, goodbye. And Anharad flies as quickly as possible. A little bit heavy because of the ice, and her feet are dangling dangerously close within range. But she is getting away, isn't she? Natural 20?
Well, you don't have to worry. Yeah, well, that's the thing. There will be 2 archers.
Oh dear.
They're going to take 2 shots.
Oh, hey.
Both will miss.
Oh, thank you.
And I will need you, this is a line of 6, and I will need you to make a Constitution save against the cold.
Oh, okay. Itch. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, it's so cold.
Oh, so it's a 10 and a, where's the Constitution number?
You forget. Where do we go? Where are the saves on the city character?
They're under the Constitution section.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's actually there. I see.
So, 11.
That'll be just enough to allow you to withstand the cold winds that torrent across you as you fly up, and you can see where I'm like doing this on a boat with a bunch of men rowing solidly down the river away from the village.
Wait for me.
Get her!
Thanks for waiting.
Others!
It's lovely to meet you. I'm sorry. Your ancestors really great. I meant to do it. Could you guys row a little bit?
Everyone started paddling your asses off.
Go!
We've got to go.
Go! And as your ship rows away down the river, far from Jarl Frostax and all of his men, that'll be the end of this session, thank God.
Oh my gosh.
16, 17, 18, 19.